Hi there, and welcome to This Max Moment. So let me tell you a true story, right? High in the Colorado wilderness stood this magnificent tree, and it towered above the forest, right? A giant among giants, right? This tree was 400 years old, which was longer than some nations have existed. Now, during this time, it weathered brutal winters, avalanches, droughts, powerful storms, right? It had even been struck by lightning, not once, not twice, but 14 times. And yet it stood tall, strong, resilient, and unshaken. But then something very unexpected happened. Okay? This tree, after everything that it endured, finally fell. Not because of the storm, or because of the lightning, or because of some massive external force. It fell because of a beetle. A tiny insect, no bigger than your fingernail, burrowed its way into the tree, and then another, and then another, and then over time these little beetles began to eat away at the tree from the inside out, silently, slowly, and eventually the damage was done. And this mighty 400-year-old tree that survived almost everything the world threw at it collapsed because of a small beetle. And isn't that how life works sometimes, right? We build these strong exteriors as leaders, athletes, high performers, warriors of life. We push through adversity, overcome the storms in our life. We appear unshakable. But the things that destroy us rarely come from the outside. They come from within, right? Self-doubt, bad habits, negative thoughts, fear, comparison, complacency, like you name it. All these things seem small, harmless, and easy to ignore. But like the beetle, if left unchecked, the enemy within can eat away at our mindset, our purpose, our relationships, and our goals until one day everything that we've worked for starts to crumble. Now, knowing this, I'm not saying that you have to be afraid of life's storms, right? Because you can't really control them. You've probably already survived plenty of them. But what I am saying is you must guard your mind and protect your roots. Are you feeding yourself belief, or are you letting self-doubt creep in? Are you developing habits that align with your goals, or are you slowly going down a path that is leading you away from what you desire? Are you addressing the little things that you need to deal with, or are you ignoring them until they become big things? Because here's the truth, right? And I want you to hear me on this. You are stronger than you think. But even the strongest among us must protect what's within our hearts and minds, right? Which is why I believe Jim Rohn said this. He said, stand guard at the door of your mind, right? And this is why I believe he said it, right? The 400-year-old tree didn't fall because it wasn't strong. It fell because it got eaten up by the small things inside it. So don't underestimate the power of what happens inside your heart and mind, because I'm telling you this, storms can't break you. But if you're not careful, the beetles might. I choose to make today a great day, and as always, choose to live life to the max. I'll see you next time.